The next tool I want to show is the Johnny Selected Seeds Tilther XT. I'm old enough to have used the original Tilther that Johnny's had come out with. Used it for a couple seasons, and to be completely honest, I gave it away because it just wasn't quite heavy duty enough, and in the rocky soil that we had, rocks and sticks would get plugged up in it. So a Tilther here, similar to a tiller, but there's a TH in it. And tilthing means that you're gonna give yourself loose tilth just in the top couple inches of soil. So this is excellent for a compost farmer like me, where I'm adding chunky compost that I've made myself that is still not quite broken down. There are bits of leaves in here. And so this is actually the last step of making compost as I see it. We're gonna spread a 1-inch layer of compost on the surface and then break it up before planting. This is a great way if you're adding kelp and granular amendments to get those incorporated too. And certainly ahead of direct seeding, it's nice to tilth, give yourself a nice smooth seed bed, and ahead of the paper pot tool, this will make that tool work like magic, and you might struggle if you have firmer ground. So what I want to do is demo this in a couple of different soil types. I will say that Johnny's has been around a long, long time. This is a professional tool maker. This is not a flash in the pan tool. This is a tool that's gone through lots of design iterations, and I always appreciate second and third generation of a tool because they've been able to fix problems that sometimes exist in the first generation. So this is a professional company making tools for professional growers, and that's what I like about it. So in that spirit, let me throw a professional rock in the ground here, and we're gonna tilth right through it, and I'll show you how previous versions of the tool might have gummed up on that type of rock, but we'll see what happens here. So what happened to our rock is it buried it and leveled the ground behind it. I see that unbeknownst to me, there was another larger rock in here too, and same thing. I wouldn't on purpose throw rocks ahead of the tool and try to till into them, but it's just to show you that the tool does handle a wider range of conditions than the first generation, which is why I'm going back to using this tool, having given it up. So another thing I will mention is you can go deeper than this by putting more resistance on the tool. I'm using a high power 3-speed DeWalt drill in the lowest speed setting, which I would recommend. Higher speeds are going to be harder to manage the tool. And also I'm walking at a steady pace behind the tool, but if I put resistance behind it, it will dig in deeper, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I can even slightly go backwards with the tool. But really I don't like to. So I did go a little deeper here. It's a little rougher. There's really no need to. It goes plenty deep just walking behind the tool. It's not a primary tillage tool. Your ground should be loosened first. And I just showed you one manual way to loosen your ground, which is to use this 3-tine cultivator on the double wheel hoe, which is how I loosen the ground here that we just got done tilthing. But once again, let me show you what that looks like here. We got stiff ground, been sitting snow melt over winter. We're just going to quickly loosen things up. Okay, loosen up. I'll get this tool out of here. And we've got 2 soil conditions here. Devil's in the details with farming. It's all about conditions. And so here we've got nice loose conditions, and we're gonna have a easy time of tilthing. Now come over here, and we've got an early spring bed. We're gonna try to do more primary tilling, and it's gonna work. But it's not smooth, it's not fun, and it's harder on the tool, and I'm not going as deep. So anyhow, just to reiterate the point, I'm someone who loves to overuse my tools. I can envision myself overusing this one too. It's really for final seedbed preparation, just before direct seeding, or perhaps transplanting with a paper pot transplanter.